It is just a fact that there are many people out there who are unaware that a person might be flirting with them, but don't feel bad, because some people are better at flirting effectively than others. However, understanding the most common ways women try to show interest in a man will make your dating life much easier, as you will be more alert on what to look out for. With that being said, let's go right ahead and break this down. Number 1. She doesn't hesitate to touch you or even makes excuses to touch you. We've heard this before, but this is actually a very important point. Both men and women refrain from touching somebody they're not into. Unless it was accidental, one of the indicators she's flirting with you is if she's creating excuses to touch you, maybe a little too often. Does she put her hand on your arm or leg many times? Is she messing with your fingers? How about comparing palm sizes? Or have you noticed that she doesn't move away slightly to create some space, even when there is a lot of space on a bench or chair that you're both sitting in? She might want to be physically closer because it's possible that she might have some feelings for you. Take note of how often this tends to happen because, depending on the intensity of it, it's possible she might want more than conversations from you. Number 2. She presses her body against you unnecessarily. This is the most blatant one. A girl that wants to seduce you will often lean in closely, put their behind on you, or give you the opportunity to feel her up and down. It's also likely that she will be wearing revealing clothing that shows more of her skin as well, as some sort of a tease. She's definitely trying to turn you on and get you in the mood to be intimate with her later tonight. Some women may even be bold enough to take it a step further and massage your body's erogenous zones as well, further turning you on and tempting you to do the same to her. Number 3. Eye contact. A woman will not make much eye contact or perhaps even try avoiding active eye contact with a man who she is not attracted to in order to not give off a wrong signal that could be misinterpreted. If it is purely platonic, she will give eye contact during the times when you have her attention, like during a conversation, simply to be polite, but other than that, she won't do it unprompted. If she is trying to seduce or flirt with you, she will look at you a lot and even smile, as she obviously likes what she is looking at. Another thing to note is if her pupils dilate when you both make eye contact. That is another good indicator of attraction. Number 4. She doesn't move away when you enter her personal space. Most of the time, when two platonic friends are talking or sitting next to each other, there will be a comfortable distance between them, as there isn't any desire for a romantic relationship. Take note of what happens when you are closer to her than normal, whether that is standing or sitting. Is she flustered and maybe even awkward, but doesn't move away from you, even when there is plenty of room for her to be able to? That could be a really good sign in hindsight. Number 5. Her behavior is different around you compared to other people. That's right, just think about the way you personally might act around someone you find attractive compared to someone else you don't find attractive. Your behavior might be different in subtle or obvious ways depending on how confident you are. Well, the same logic applies as well in this situation, where her behavior around you is visibly different compared to how she is when interacting with other men. If that is the case, then it's very possible that perhaps she sees something in you that makes you stand out compared to all the other men you are competing with. Number 6. If she talks about sex. Even though it's not a direct statement, she could make subtle remarks to show that she is interested in getting laid. She might be interested in getting intimate with you if she brings it up numerous times more than usual throughout casual conversations, and bonus points if it had nothing to do with the original topic of your conversation. This shows that her mind is going to that topic and not feeling repulsed while her attention is also focused on you. If you end up playing your cards right, well, you might end up getting some action that night. Number 7. Verbal language. This one is a bit more ambiguous, but can be helpful depending on different women. What a lady says can also reveal whether or not she is interested in you. Although it is uncommon for a woman to state outright, "I want you," she may do it using tricky language. Is she, for example, continually asking you personal questions? Is she curious about every detail of your life? Does she chuckle at your not-so-funny jokes? These are clear indications that she is interested in you and may be attempting to get you to be interested in her as well, while also softening the blow for herself if it turns out to be a rejection from your side. Number 8. She touches herself. Not like that, you silly goose, but she's trying to lure you on by tantalizingly placing her fingers anywhere between her clavicle and her breasts. You may have also heard that if a woman plays with her hair, she is anticipating your move. However, this is a little unclear, so it's better to base it on the first two that I mentioned. While it's not necessarily a terrible indicator if she's fiddling with her hair, many women tend to do it, hence why this one is a bit more unclear compared to the others. Number 9. She mirrors your body language. This is another one which you might have heard before and is true for both genders actually. There's a difference between consciously and unconsciously mirroring the other person's body language, so you'll just have to be able to distinguish between the two, which gets better with practice. Mirroring is a very favorable body language indicator. Mirroring occurs when she subconsciously imitates your activities. That suggests you taken the initiative and she's smitten with you by now. So if you pick up your drink, she will pick up hers, and if you cross your legs, she will do the same. Number 10. She whispers a lot in your ears. Psychology says when she bends in and whispers something in your ears, then she leaves while giggling. This is a sure clue. Seductively whispering into someone else's ear is absolutely not something you would normally do with anybody who you don't have a close connection with. It also indicates that they are comfortable with you going in their personal space to even get close to that point. So this is a very good sign that she is trying to seduce you, especially if it's in tandem with many of the other points previously listed throughout the video. So, while not perfect, these 10 signs are some of the most common ways to tell if a woman is genuinely attracted to you and is trying to get you to take initiative. If you found this video helpful and you enjoyed watching, please don't forget to put a like and drop a comment below to let us know what you think. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for future videos.